Basis, head of institutional equity derivative sales at BNP Paribas. Good to see you, Cliff.
Thanks for having me.
I'm looking at the notes here. From what I understand, if you look at the way people are buying within the options market or the way they're acting in the options market, back during the U.S. financial crisis, they expected a slow drift downward. But now, when you look at the buying patterns, you see people expecting a sharp crash and soon, correct? Explain.
That's completely correct. We're hearing a lot of fear in the market. Investors just keep referring back to the Eurozone. Is there going to be default? What's going to happen to the Euro? And as a result, as you mentioned, different than 2008, 2008 investors were expecting the slowdown to be prolonged. They were thinking 2-3 months. Right now, we're thinking 1 month, maximum 3 months. So if you look at the activity across the options exchanges, you're seeing investors positioning for a potential 50% cut within December.
Wow, give me an example of a trade some people are putting on.
We've seen large buyers of the December 575, 515, even 525 strike puts. What that means is you only make money if the market sells off more than 50%, and this is substantial.
Wow, this is a very black swan, very Nouriel Rubini, right?
Absolutely. If you look at kind of where the VIX is pretty much double what it was early in June. So what that's telling you is although option pricing was really expensive, the fact of the matter is people are willing to pay for that sort of protection because there is definitely fear out in the markets, and we're hearing that from clients.
Should the average investor do that? Should the long-term investor do that?
I think it's a scenario that every investor needs to think about. Obviously, every investor has a different type of portfolio, but largely if you look at the global macroeconomic risks, the risks are there sitting over us from Europe, and now markets act in tandem. So if you see a large dramatic event happen in Europe, you're going to see that across the board.
Alrighty, Cliff, thank you.
Thanks for having me, Michelle.
BNP Paribas, thanks.
All right, dismal weather across much of the nation.